Tom Hanks is a beloved actor all around the world, known for his famous roles in Toy Story, Forrest Gump, and Fred Rogers, to name a few. Hanks is one of the most well-respected and powerful actors in Hollywood. Not much of the same can be said, however, when it comes to his second-born son, Chet Hanks. The son of the superstar has been in the media quite a bit lately, and not for good reason. From fights with his girlfriends to posting offensive comments online, Chet is in big trouble with the media and most likely his famous parents. Keep watching to find out all the details of Chet's most recent social media rant. Who is Chet Hanks? Chet Hanks is the second-born son of world-renowned actor Tom Hanks and his mother, Rita Wilson. Having parents with such big names in the industry, the bar was set very high for Chet, and it seems he hasn't quite met the mark. It can be hard to live in the shadow of your parents, leaving many famous children to act out in a big way to gain attention and traction with the media. It seems in recent years Chet has done just that. He's appeared on the front pages of many news articles as of late for his ludicrous behavior. He has a large social media presence on Instagram, where he seems to share too much information about his life and opinions. Chet gained quite a bit of attention when both his parents contracted coronavirus early on in the pandemic. Tom and his wife Rita were vacationing and working in Sydney, Australia, when the couple was among the first of celebrities to announce they had contracted the virus. The world, new to the virus at the time, panicked all over social media that beloved actor Tom Hanks was sick with it. In an attempt to calm down the public, their son Chet released an Instagram video that broke the internet. He stated his parents weren't even that sick and that he, quote, wasn't tripping. The internet did what it always does and made Chet into an overnight sensation for his nonchalant behavior over his parents' diagnosis. Acting career. With a father who's a famous actor, it seemed inevitable Chet would try his hand at acting at some point. He first starred in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in 2008. He was then cast in several other roles in upcoming years. He landed roles in the movie Project X and the remake of the famous Fantastic Four. He performed better in the acting world than many would have guessed. It seems he has a knack for his father's profession as well. He's appeared in several famous TV series like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Empire, and his most recent venture, a new show called Your Honor, starring world-famous actor Bryan Cranston. The show aired in December 2020 and was a huge success. No release date for a second season has been announced. Many claim that the star has only gotten this far due to his famous parents, but if he was truly that bad at acting, he wouldn't continuously receive this many roles. Chet clearly has a passion for acting because he started his own acting company that will provide acting classes. The startup, named The Actor's Advantage, is set to launch April 5th. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Trender if you haven't already. And stick around for a lot more about Chet Hanks. Struggles with addiction. Chet Hanks has been cited by the media as Tom's most embarrassing child. Though Chet does not fit perfectly into the box of perfect, nobody does. As far as child stars and children of celebrities go, Chet's not so bad. He may be a little odd at times and share too much of his personal life with the internet, but he hasn't made an entirely bad name for himself. He still receives roles as an actor and has been able to grow his own brand by using his airheaded personality to get attention online. Unfortunately, like many celebrities who grow up with too much attention, Chet has struggled with his mental health and substance abuse issues over the years. He's been in rehab several times and publicly opened up about his struggles with addiction from an early age. The actor finally decided to get clean when he learned he was having a daughter in 2016. His struggles with sobriety and numerous public mishaps have made him somewhat of the family's black sheep, though many see him as just a young man trying to find his place in the world while attempting to step out from behind his father's shadow. In an interview, Tom stated he loves Chet unconditionally and supports him every step of the way. He also spoke about his son's struggle with addiction and applauded him for having the bravery and honesty to step up and admit he needed help. Ex-girlfriend. Though he seems to always be in the news nowadays, it's not all good news. Chet was caught up in a scandal with his ex-girlfriend, Kiana Parker, earlier this year. The actor is facing a restraining order from his girlfriend after the two were caught on tape having a domestic dispute that ended in a physical altercation. Chet posted a photo of his gushing head wound on his Instagram after his ex hit him on the head with a kitchen pot. Kiana claims she swung in self-defense after Hanks threatened her with a knife, but none of these specifics were caught on camera. It seems it's a case of he said, she said. The incident began after Chet claimed he caught his ex-girlfriend stealing cash and using his credit cards. He followed up with his lawyer and is suing her for assault, battery, and theft. He's also requested she return all the money she took from him. Kiana is claiming self-defense and has tried to serve him court papers but has not been able to contact the star. White Boy Summer. Immediately following the altercation with his ex-girlfriend, Chet took to social media again, but this time for a different cause. The star called for the start of a, quote, white boy summer. This comes as a move to put the spotlight on his up-and-coming merchandise brand, ironically enough, named White Boy Summer. The star posted a series of videos to his Instagram explaining what the term meant, as well as the rules and regulations to said White Boy Summer. The term is a play on words regarding rapper Megan Thee Stallion and her hit single Hot Girl Summer, which was released last year. Chet now thinks it's time for the white boys to rule the streets this summer, hopefully wearing his new clothing line to match. As silly as this stunt seems, Chet is facing backlash in the media for everything he said and promoted in the saga of internet videos. First off, he was in a world of trouble last year for using a faux Jamaican accent on his platforms and was spotted doing another rendition of the accent while promoting his brand. Secondly, the actor released White Boy Summer merchandise that didn't sit well with his fans nor his critics. It features a Gothic-style font, most notably used by white nationalists. Twitter users called him out for the racially insensitive clothing, with one tweeting, quote, unfortunately the merch looks aggressively racist. Chet addressed the outrage by claiming that White Boy Summer was not intended to have any ill will or prejudice to anyone of a different race, background, or walk of life than you. Chet Hanks gets a lot of attention for the questionable things he does and says, but at the end of the day, he seems to simply be the child of a famous actor who might have too much access to his father's fans on social media. But what do you think? Do you think Chet should be receiving this much backlash for the hit announcement of White Boy Summer, or do you think he's simply in it for all the name recognition? Let us know in the comments below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Trender if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.